how's it going?
Hey everybody.
It's good to be here. Welcome to Scrub Mode. My name's Julio.
Yes, and I'm Ryan.
And we're just hanging out today. It's gonna be a bit of a looser format. Normally we're talking about gaming and monsters. Today we're gonna be talking some of that too, but maybe some other stuff. You know, I'm just enjoying my day off. It was a beautiful day, a beautiful warm day. Not crazy warm where I'm at, a little bit warmer where Ryan's at.
Yeah, I'm still feeling it.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just the vibes are.
It's just one of those.
The vibes
days.
are chill. I think the vibes are chill.
It's just one of those situations where it's just like, yep, this is just a take it easy and approach it. What happened? Are you looking at your pet?
No, I'm not looking at anything. I'm just looking.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's I don't know. Let's get into it. Let's see what what's been on the mind lately, or
on my mind. Oh man, so many things. I guess. Mostly like, I don't know, keep trying to keep it in a game space, keep it in a monstery gamey space. I guess I've been thinking of like ultra terrestrials. I think they were called.
Ultra terrestrials.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that term?
It sounds familiar.
The ultra terrestrials. They're like creatures that live on Earth, but they like in a dimension that we cannot perceive.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Remember that? Like,
yeah.
I
remember now.
Yeah. Like, I remember people saying that the shadow people were ultra terrestrials because they were like, they're like the shadow, like the shadows of beings from a higher dimension than we can perceive.
Their shadows are projected here in a 4D space.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's nothing arguing against it right now.
I mean, I like that idea.
It is a pretty sick idea.
Yeah,
it's just all like,
there are beings that exist, but on a wavelength, in a dimension that we cannot perceive.
Yeah.
It's possible.
They're within a realm that we have not been able to touch.
Yeah.
But they are projected within our lives.
Yeah. You probably hear Bella in the background. She's just hanging out. That's my wife's pet parrot. You probably hear her in the background every once in a while. She's having a good time. She's whistling.
Oh yeah, I can hear her.
I don't know if the listener can hear her.
I don't know if the mic is going to pick up on that. If you don't, then we'll just sound crazy, which is funny in its own right.
Yeah.
Look at these two guys. They're just hearing birds. The sociopaths.
Oh, man.
How could they do that?
Speaking of sociopaths, remember the Max?
Oh, the Max. Yeah.
The old MTV cartoon?
Yeah.
I don't know why that came to mind.
That was an interesting show.
It was
Maybe it's because you read the news.
What about
the news that it's the creator of the Max had passed away a few days ago?
Oh, is that what happened? Did that happen? That's probably why he's on my mind.
Yeah, it's very sad, but you know,
that is sad.
It's just
it's life.
But the Max was a great show.
It was
very gritty.
It was so
too
gritty.
Young to watch it, but I watched it sometimes.
I think I watched it as a teenager. I watched it as a teenager, I think.
But it's like, what do you call it? It's a cool show. It's just this long-lived being that kind of finds himself vigilanting around New York.
Some city.
I forgot what it was.
LA?
But it was one of those cities that are usually depicted as like incredibly grimy at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has like these sharpened claw appendages.
Yeah. He got
And
them
he
from like
fights
dipping his hands in lava.
something like that.
Yeah.
He's some crazy super creature.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It was
But it was that
confusing.
show. It was a little confusing, but it was that show and Cyber 6
Yeah.
or like Aeon Flux.
Yeah.
Like those shows would occasionally come on.
Also, Beavis
That's the
and
one I'm
Butthead.
thinking about, right? Oh, and Beavis and Butthead. That's the
Yeah.
one that like
Which is
that
still
really sucked
around,
to
which is
people.
kind of crazy.
I mean, like, I think it's pretty cool that
Yeah,
that
I like
Beavis and
some of the new
Butthead is
Beavis
still
and
around.
Butthead. Yeah, I like that they aged. That they're just older versions of themselves.
Oh no,
Or is
that's like
that?
a small substack of episodes that
Oh, I
they're
see.
doing in the new series. So like
I
Beavis
like
and
those
Butthead came
episodes.
back. Yeah, those are fun episodes, but they came back from the dead because
Yeah,
Mike Judge has just decided to just start resurrecting cartoons that he used to make.
yeah. Bring
Um,
back Daria. That'd be awesome.
that would be cool if they brought back
I
Daria, but
remember it was like I remember reading or hearing something about on the internet that
mhm.
there was an idea to bring Daria back in the modern day, and I thought that would be really fun.
One that I read was that like they were supposed to have a movie about it, but
Mm,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure now what they're gonna do, but um, yeah, Beavis and Butthead got resurrected on Comedy Central, and honestly, it's still pretty good. I still get a good laugh out of the stuff that they do.
yeah,
But yeah, I do love that side those side episodes where it follows the uh alternate universe big brain alien versions of Beavis and Butthead.
yeah.
And they're smarter than regular Beavis and Butthead, but they're the stupidest people in their planet. And they're sent to research like other universes. So they occasionally research the universe where Beavis and Butthead are just older. So they're just old guys still living together, still doing weird dumb stuff, but now with like adult
My doctor
like
says I have diabetes. I don't know why.
yeah.
He's eating like a bunch of candy.
I like the one where or what do you call it? Where Beavis and Butthead were gonna get vasectomies, and then they have like both of them have a moment of clarity where they're just like they would like want to have children in the future, so they like escape. But it's super funny because like both of their fantasies like pretty much uh are like almost the same.
Hmm.
Like Butthead has a fantasy where he's like super muscular and handsome, and like he has like 3 children with a super hot wife. Um, or like he has 3 children, and then like one of his children's teacher is like a super hot teacher that he like gets with. He's like everything's awesome, and he doesn't know Beavis. But then in Beavis's like fantasy of having children is that he has 3 children, and he's like living in what looks like their like old home from like the original series, but
Yeah,
it's like cleaner,
yeah.
and like he's super chill with his kids and his kids love him. And then like Butthead would visit with his 3 kids, and then Butthead's kids and Butthead would like beat up and bully Beavis and his kids.
I remember
But like
that.
that's his vision of like a happy family and friendship. And they're both like, "No, we gotta, like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta save my future children." And they both break out, and like they're both numb from like the anesthesia that they use for like the vasectomy. And they're like, "Dude," like I was like, I don't think I can feel anything." He's like, "Here, kick me in the nads," and like they start kicking each other in the nuts, and they can't feel any pain because they're like super hopped up on on anesthesia, on
Oh man,
anesthesia.
Wow.
And it's just funny. This was a funny ending to that episode. But
that is funny.
Yeah, I mean, like it. He's remade Beavis. Well, he's resurrected Beavis and Butthead, and he's also resurrected King of the Hill. I heard that the King of the Hill remake was pretty good.
I liked it. I like the episodes I saw anyway. I didn't watch the whole series, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch the series, but I heard it was good.
I miss TV and just turning on the TV and King of the Hill would be on. I miss that.
I miss TV and just like seeing that like anything else but the same show being aired for like 6 hours in a row.
Yeah,
is occurring.
We're looking at you, Titans Go.
Like
we don't want to be looking at you either.
Like it's like Teen Titans Go is like the go-to today to kind of like shit on television, especially in terms of like cartoon television, where programming has just become like this stale like repeat of everything, of like the same thing for like an 8-hour block, and it's not even like a holiday.
Yeah.
And then like another cartoon for like 3 hours, and then back to that 8-hour cartoon block for another 8 hours. Like the problem with programming is that it kind of started with like, what was it? At least for me, it was MTV, where I would see like fucking Rob Dyrdek's ridiculousness for like 12 hours on that channel. Like I wouldn't watch it for long, but like I would see that like the whole block is just ridiculousness. And it's just like I get there's a lot of videos on the internet that you can watch, but like having an internet clip show for like 12 hours seems kind of insane. You know what I mean? It's like watching like a React YouTuber for like 12 hours and not getting tired. Like how could you continue watching that stuff, man?
Yeah.
Like back then, like on Cartoon Network, you could watch like Johnny Bravo, and then the next episode would like the next thing would be Dexter's, and then after that it would be like freaking Looney Tunes for an hour, but only for an hour, you know? Like I don't know. I mean, the fault can also be put on streaming, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
That's something beyond me in terms of like...
Yeah, for real. It's crazy how everything's at our fingertips now, huh?
Everything's at our fingertips.
You can watch what you want, when you want, if you pay for it.
Yeah, or if you don't pay for it, for some people out there.
If you're savvy.
Yeah, if you're tech savvy, as some people would argue.
Yeah,
it doesn't really take that much to kind of be on that side of the fence, but like
not really.
Yeah,
just Google it, right?
Kind of, yeah. At this point, you can just kind of Google it, or you can just like ask people who are like in the circles.
Yeah. Oh,
but like overall, it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I got a taste of streaming back then, and like the closest thing that I have to streaming now is like Amazon. But then like, I'm at that age where like I kind of forget about watching something for a long time. And it's all like, what am I doing? I could be like watching something at my fingertips, but then like I immediately feel like I should probably do something else.
Yeah. Do I really need to watch season 1 of Pokemon again?
Maybe. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like it comes with age, right? Like
yeah, for sure.
Like this feeling of like the feeling of like choice paralysis, like it grows with age, you know?
Oh yeah, for real.
Cuz like you get that thought in the back of your head, you're just like, I got to do something. I'm getting old or something like that, right? Like back then it was like I got to do something, like I got too much energy. But now it's like I got to do something, like I don't have time left. And it's all like, we have a lot of time.
Yeah.
We have a crazy amount of time. But like, we just got so much shit flashing in our faces so many times. It's just all like, what do I choose? What do I choose?
Yeah. And then you just end up doom scrolling for like 10 hours.
It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. It's unfortunate.
I do hate that when that happens too.
Yeah.
And it happens so fast. It happens so easy.
It does.
Like you open your phone just for half a second and suddenly you're like scrolling through like 30 topics at once. Yeah. You're like, oh, someone made the largest chocolate bunny. Oh, someone ate that largest chocolate bunny. Oh, someone died from diabetes from eating a chocolate bunny. And it's like the same 6 stories that are in rotation, just worded differently.
Wow. I gotta stop buying stuff off Etsy, I swear. Unless Etsy sponsors me.
Give them an ad read, Etsy.
Give me an ad read, Etsy.
He'll love to read it.
Or like whoever else, whoever wants to give me money to shout you out, I'll shout you out.
Yeah, we'll do it. He'll do it. He's not afraid.
I'm not afraid to be sponsored by insert sponsor here.
There's what do you got?
I'm looking around at my room at like products I'd be sponsored by, and I'm coming to blank.
I
know, dice.
There you go.
That'd be cool. I remember I almost got into making dice.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, almost.
What stopped you?
The fact that it was cheaper to buy them.
Oh, fair. It's the resin, wasn't it?
Yeah, the resin. And the resin's kind of toxic, and I felt like, don't really want to, like, give myself something.
Wouldn't want that stuck in, hanging around the home.
Yeah. Or like, oh man. You ever buy things off Temu, Ryan?
No, I haven't.
At all, ever?
Not at all.
That's impressive.
No. I know. Like, considering how cheap things are out there.
I know, right? It's crazy. I'll tell you things I bought off Temu right now. Like I bought some random little things. I bought some like MagSafe like mounts. I would not buy any form of technology off Temu. Anything electronic. Just don't do it on Temu. I bought some some little booklets, some little like pocket, field note type books off Temu for pretty cheap. I bought some eyeglass cleaning cloths, that kind of thing.
Oh, all right. Like the what do you call it? The microfiber ones?
Not the micro. Well, yeah, I guess they're microfiber. I bought a pack of them. It's cheaper to buy things like this in bulk.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're like they're fabric that don't scratch or.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
I bought those off Temu. What else did I buy off Temu? I bought some dice off Temu. Funny enough.
How'd they work?
They're garbage.
They're garbage?
They're garbage dice. I kind of hate them. They're too sharp.
So? They're too sharp
and too big. I don't like them. Worst dice I ever bought.
Damn.
Worst dice I ever bought. Easy.
All right.
I don't know.
So you're here, folks. Do not buy dice from Temu.
I did buy another set of dice off Temu, but they're like metal dice.
They're
these little metal D6s. And I kind of like them, honestly. They're really awesome. So those mixed reviews for dice off Temu.
You're like it could be okay, but it's also ass.
Yeah. Bought a bunch of. I go to Temu for cheap shit. And go to Etsy for like unique shit you can't find anywhere else.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
And go to eBay for Magic the Gathering cards. and you go to Amazon for like everything else.
I mean, it's truly nice to have, like, everyone dogs on the internet
Yeah,
for like being the fault of a lot of things, but like it really is just nice to have like this marketplace that like has all these interesting like like niche products.
yeah, yeah. It
You know what
is.
I mean? Like there's an artist marketplace in Etsy that you would only find in like a farmer's market that you would have to drive like 10 miles to.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? Or like find the one weird like open air strip mall joint that
Yeah.
like is run by like a few locals that
Mhm.
like also serves as a part-time museum like an like a uh like a oh what's the word gallery, like an art gallery for like half of the week. And then the other
Yeah.
half is like, we sell unique mugs made by this Bavarian woman that came from from East Germany. She
Hmm.
forms the porcelain from her own locally sourced like limestone or some shit.
You know, it is for me now. Like, I never thought of myself as like much for jewelry, but I've been into like rings, specifically
Oh yeah.
bands. You
Okay.
know, like I'm looking at some right now on Etsy. They're like little red, like wood, like wooden rings. And I was like, oh man,
Ooh.
I would love to rock something like this. I think this would be pretty dope. But
Been having
problem
fun
is, I got
listening to
fat
her.
fingers, so I gotta make sure I get the right size.
Uh oh. That's true. You wouldn't want that thing to like be choking out your index finger
Yeah,
or any of your fingers.
yeah,
That'd be very bad.
yeah.
That
Oh
would
man,
be very not good.
what was that other? What was it? The name of that company that makes rings for men specifically? Do you know what I'm talking about, Ryan?
I do not remember.
There was a company that was sponsoring some podcasters that they made like custom like jewelry for men, like
Okay.
rings, like bands. Have you heard of Secret Wood?
No.
I
What are
know
they
it's
about?
they make like jewelry too, like
Oh, okay.
glow in the dark jewelry.
Oh, so you remembered them.
I
They're
remember them. They made they yeah. Let me show you their website.
yeah, no
Secret
problem.
Woods,
Yeah.
actually, not Secret Wood. They make some pretty cool stuff that I really want to get actually,
Ooh.
but I don't know if like that Green Lantern ring goes pretty hard. That
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
would be
I
pretty
like
dope
that.
to get.
I wonder, do they have like a written out process of how they put in like the glow?
I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. I see.
Maybe how glow rings work. Oh man, I'm just on their website.
No, I see. I see how it is. They have like a really nice like close up of the ring, and it's
Yeah.
like uh it looks like it's like a material, probably whatever the glowing material is, and then it seems to be encased in the outer layer of the ring with like little windows
Hmm.
that look into it.
Yeah.
Um but it looks great. It looks good. I like that.
It's $79. It's on sale for 55. Oh man.
Holy moly. Oh yeah, that's exactly how it is. A luminous core wrapped in a transparent outer shell. Yeah.
I gotta stop spending money on the internet.
Yeah, you should stop looking at places like this.
I know, right?
They're gonna make you pay out the booty hole.
For real.
I do like that Lord of the Rings glow ring though.
That's dope, right?
Those look pretty fucking sick.
Oh man. Let's see here. What was what's a D&D character that you've always wanted to play but never really got a chance to?
That's a good question. What's a class that I've always wanted to try out but never really got around to trying out? I guess an artificer? An artificer character.
Okay. Yeah. What kind of artifacts would you want to use?
I don't know. I've never ran an artificer before. So like I'm unsure of what they're able to do. I think it'd be cool if I could build a gun. But like I don't know if that's something like everybody does at one point as an artificer. If anything, maybe like, I don't know, be the first one to discover like C4 in that world. But
I know. When I think artificer, I think of like a character who's like, magical artifacts or whatever, so I think like they would make like magical artifacts, like golems or like maybe robots or like
robots would be pretty sick.
Robot golems.
Make a Megazord.
Make it like whatever. Vehicles. That'd be kind of dope.
That would be pretty cool.
I got to play for a little bit.
Make a car.
I got to play this type of artificer class. He was also a pilot. He was like an artificer pilot. He piloted this mech that was like a hammerhead shark zoid.
Ooh.
Yeah. And like when he wasn't inside of his mech, he was like a hacker. So he would like hack into technology and stuff.
Yeah.
That was his whole thing.
He was the cool tech guy.
He was like Dominic Toretto meets like some cool hacker guy like Neo.
He's Dominic Toretto in the Zoid. Yeah. He goes fast and he takes the pink slips from your cars.
Yeah. I always thought that'd be kind of cool.
That's cool.
I was thinking like stuff like what if this person or character were in D&D, what kind of class would they be? Like Dominic Toretto would be artificer pilot, and who would Kendrick Lamar would be like a monk / bard type character. Yeah. Of course. I could see him as a monk because he would throw hands, but in like a smart way,
I mean, it depends, like,
because that's kind of like what monk is, right? He's basically the fighters, but like smart.
He's the fighter with more. Yeah, he's the fighter with more. What is it?
Like wisdom.
I think his thing runs on charisma? Or is it?
I thought it was wisdom.
Or is it wisdom?
I could be wrong. I don't know. It's been a while since
I played. Yeah, it's been a while since I played monk, but they definitely got a lot of moves that would be like eventually when you get into late monk, you do a lot of like crazy damage. But like, would his sub job be monk or would it be bard?
I think his sub job would be bard.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
So his main class is monk.
Yeah.
And then His
I don't know.
subclass is bard.
No, maybe the other way around. Maybe he'd be bard first. I don't know.
He'd
Maybe.
have a stronger,
Yeah,
a stronger buff
just because of his
position.
focus on music and rap, I think I think bard, but he takes it with the seriousness of a monk. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? How's the barbarian different from the fighter?
How's the barbarian different from fighter? I think it's because barbarian gets rage.
Right.
Barbarian gets a unique, what is it, resource
Hmm.
that lets them perform like very like specific powers that fighters don't possess.
Really?
Like fighters are just like really strong all rounders because they can literally do everything.
Hmm. In
But
like a
barbarian,
fighting context,
well, yeah, in a
or
fighting
like,
context, they get proficiencies in like most weapons and armors as a fighter.
mm-hmm.
Um, and they also have just like until that manual update that they did for
5.5.
for 5.5, like rangers were pretty much just outclassed by fighters that went into bows.
Oh wow.
you know like that's just how it was, right? Like the ranger didn't provide much in terms for like the team unless like you really played
Mm,
into that ranger.
I see.
So like if you just decided to play a fighter but you foregoed swords and just used a bow and arrow, you on average like did more damage than the ranger.
Wow, that's so funny.
But then they switched everything around for the ranger and like gave them more abilities and like
Oh my
made it
god.
so that they're like tracking and like uh what was it called? Like mon what was it? Like marking? I think it's something like marking, but I forgot what it's called in the manual at the moment. Um yeah, again after they made updates to the ranger, like the ranger has become like a class that does the ranger thing really good.
That's cool.
Um but yeah,
When I
I
think
mean if we're
of
talking
classes,
barbarian.
I do kind of think of them as existing on a spectrum, you know? One end of the spectrum being like the barbarian, and the other
Oh,
end of the spectrum being the wizard, you know?
okay,
Like
yeah.
after barbarian, say barbarian's over here, then fighter, then ranger, then and maybe monk, or like or maybe not, less of a scale, more of like a web maybe, or a Venn diagram, you know.
Okay.
And then like then there's like then there's like monk, then monk, after monk it's like cleric, then cleric it's like warlock, then warlock it's like sorcerer, then sorcerer, then wizard. And there's
Mhm.
more class than that, I'm sure, but like yeah, that's what I think of, like the classes, how they exist in relation to each other. And I don't know, I always thought multi-classing was fun, but like I
Mhm.
don't like the way it's been implemented in the past, or
Yeah.
the way it's being implemented right now anyway. Because I do think like you could kind of come up with something kind of original by combining these things, you know, like
Yeah.
for example like a warlock and a druid, a druid warlock type character would be like a
Mhm.
witch, or like a yeah, that kind of thing, you know, or
Hmm.
like what else, or like I have seen like people reskin, do some homebrew stuff with like we've done it too ourselves, where the fighter is kind of like just basically a samurai, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's just like the kind of sword that you give him.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, what do you think? Because I always thought that multi-classing could be more interesting than the way it is. You know?
I mean, multiclassing, like, what was your, like, ultimately, like, what was the thing that you're ultimately dissatisfied
The
with how
fact that
multiclassing works?
multiclassing means that you're splitting levels. Like you're not at a
Hmm.
level at level 20, you're level 10. You're like two not so great classes basically. You can't really get do everything that each one gets. Maybe you can do like the
Yeah.
best of each, but like it's kind of, I don't know, balancing purposes. I can see it's kind of rough
Yeah.
to figure that out. But that's why I always thought
But,
of like a spectrum type of thing, or like a
mm,
web where like where these classes kind of exist in relation to each other, like what they do, their stats, that kind of thing.
yeah, and how you can do one thing from them.
Yeah, like an example I guess I have is like a multi-class that's kind of redundant. But I think another
Yeah.
hat on a hat is like fighter barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you kind of do the same thing.
Makes sense.
You
Makes
know what I
sense.
mean?
Yeah, they're in the same wheelhouse kind of
Yeah.
deal.
Like if you were to role play like a fighter slash barbarian or barbarian slash fighter, like
Mm-hmm.
how would you play that? I guess they're the ultimate like fight man. This is like Goku. This is a Goku type.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. As the fight man.
Yeah, the fight man, the major fight man.
I mean, it'd have to be barbarian then.
Yeah, but like a level 20 barbarian versus a level 20 fighter, like who do you think would win? I guess it depends.
It depends. Yeah. Um.
In like a straight up fight.
Hmm.
It'd
I
be
don't
kind
know
of
how
cool.
much.
It'd be cool, I
How much
guess.
more better did they make them?
I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering. How much better did they make
Let me
the
go to D&D
barbarian or the
Beyond real
fighter?
quick.
What system was there
Mm-hmm.
any like D&D system previously that done multi-classing in a way uh that didn't feel too restricting?
A good one.
And once again, I mean, like, I was in a previous episode long ago talking about it with John here.
Yeah.
Like 4E, though a lot of people like to rag on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they really stepped into the the gaming aspect of the tabletop role playing game that this was. So, um, to me, it seems like multi-classing in 4E felt a little bit more freeing rather than restrictive. Um, like, for example, in the way that this the way that the D&D wiki for Dungeons and Dragons for 4th edition explains it. Uh, in order to multi-class in 4th edition, it means taking a multi-class feat in order to gain some benefits of a secondary class. These benefits include more options for Paragon paths, feats, and access to powers from a second class by spending an additional feat. So a character's primary and secondary classes are still not equal, but you would have access to a nice little, you know, like a charcuterie board of skills from another class. Um, and if you want, you can also create a hybrid type character, which would be a balanced mix of two different classes. But that's a different thing that you can look into. Um, but like in short, when you have the opportunity to, you can choose to take a multi-class feat instead of like a feat that is more specific to your current class. And in doing so, that will allow you to obtain more boons from that class in tandem. I don't know. I mean, like, maybe it you know, the way it's currently is, it's like if you want a multi-class, right? You have to spend your level that you leveled up in into a class that you want to also start gaining stuff in. But you're restricted to that class's like availabilities at the level that it's at, right? That's like the restricting thing that you don't like about it.
Yeah.
You know, like, cuz maybe you want something from a class that has really cool things at level 4, but you also want like the top skill in the class that you primaried in.
Mm.
So, again, maybe for balancing situations, but like it it's a tabletop role playing game. And on top of that, it's like modern
Yeah.
D&D. So, why not be strong or why not be cool?
Yeah.
um
I like the idea of multi-classing. I really do. Or maybe just coming up
it's
with a
just that it
name for
feels a
the
little too
multi-classes.
restricting.
Yeah. I don't know. Like for example, like a cleric, or a cleric druid, to me feels like a shaman,
Yeah.
or like a or a yeah, that kind of thing. Come up with a name for the combination. Like a what would you call a ranger rogue would be like an assassin type character, I imagine, or like a rogue. I guess yeah, rogue's fine. I can't think of anything a different name for a rogue. Maybe a thief. I don't know.
Is
Or
it? No, it's usually rogue, right?
yeah, it's usually rogue.
Yeah. So
Or
it's
like
okay. You're
yeah,
you're not
I'm not going crazy.
yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, bards are
There's just
fun
not a lot
too.
of words.
Bards are fun.
Bards, yes.
Yeah, I would love to play a bard again.
You play a funny little song and then people either get really hyped up or something really sad happens to someone.
Yeah. Oh man.
I definitely need to look more into 4E stuff because again, a lot of it interests me. I just need to read deeper into what it's got going on because I the sauce is there, and a lot of
Yeah.
people know that the sauce is there, but a lot of people also hated it. So like,
Yeah. I wonder why.
it's because a lot of people felt like a lot of people felt that it was like
too too
too
crunchy.
gamey. No, too gamey.
Too
Like
gamey.
it's because they really like they gave you a lot of stuff that you can do and like abilities and all that stuff. But like I felt like I've read a few arguments that like it gamified the concept of Dungeons and Dragons too hard, and like that turned off some people.
Hmm.
um, so who knows? That might have just been one certain person's.
You never know. I
Whoops.
mean, I don't know, I guess. I like man. You know what a character I wanted to play more of?
It's because yeah, it's that. Um, it was a lot more tactical. Uh, they said that it felt too MMO like rather
Oh,
than being a narrative,
narrative
you
driven
know,
thing.
being a narrative driven story.
I guess that
Some people
depends on
didn't
the.
like how,
I feel
yeah, it depends on the people, but
yeah.
like some people didn't like how long combat was.
Oh, I see.
Um, Yeah.
There's got to be a way to like make combat go quicker. I don't know.
I mean,
I know
but
how.
like, it's weird. It's weird because like, you know, there's people who are like, oh, the encounters are way too long, and yeah. And then like everyone is complaining now that like everyone's like a murder hobo, and it's just like, okay. So like I don't like
I like
everybody here who's here for like the narrative, but then like they keep somehow finding players that is just like all they want to do is min max their character and then like combat. And
yeah.
then if they're not combating, then they're not engaging with like the story. And it's
I
like,
want to fight the president.
yeah, it's like I'm not saying that's like a good argument for like looking towards 4E and being like you should have treated it better. You should have treated 4E better. But like I don't know. Like maybe who knows? Maybe it's better for how it is right now.
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
can't say. I can't say.
I just want to get together with my friends and roll dice.
Yeah.
Roll the funny
Just
math
because I like
rocks.
how one thing does things or how it has like a lot of cool stuff that you can do.
Yeah.
But no. Anyway.
Oh man, I want to do some manifesting right now, Ryan.
Oh yeah, what are you
I
manifesting?
want us to go on that trip to the
Ah.
Airbnb.
Yeah.
Well, not I want us to like do some vlogging, you know, some in
Yeah,
person
around.
vlogging where we go UFO hunting
Oh, yes.
in Topanga Canyon.
Ooh,
we'll
just like
get
out there alone.
we'll get an Airbnb
No,
and we'll
I
get
love that. No, immediately.
we'll get an Airbnb and we'll hang out and just vlog
Like
the
I don't
entire
want to
time.
risk the chance of being attacked by actual ghosts. Which is fair. Which is fair. No one wants to get spirited away.
No, well, no. The idea is we're gonna get an Airbnb, hang out in the Topanga Canyon. We'll get some cool footage. I don't know. Maybe this is too inside baseball. I'll cut a lot of this out, but
No, of course not.
I think yeah. The plan is we're eventually gonna like get a me, you, John will chip in on an Airbnb and just vlog the entire time where we try to get UFOs, find UFOs, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll be great. It's really just an excuse for us to hang out. But yeah,
You know what was interesting before uh, before starting this show? Like
yeah.
in the middle of the day, I was just looking around Twitter, and I was recommended a Twitter account. It's like a Japanese Twitter account. Um, and like their whole thing, their whole spiel is like they they get people to participate in staying in like supposedly heavily haunted areas
Ooh,
in Japan.
ooh.
Like they had like they would like they'd have posts that regularly announced like dates for like, oh, participate in this staying for long hours throughout the night in a haunted area situation. Like their most recent post is just a picture of like a a lone like living room area in like a Japanese home. It has a TV, a desk, some cushions to sit on, and then they like censored out like a part of the window, probably because it had like imagery, like pagan imagery or something. But like the whole post read, it was just like a part-time job description: stay in this room for extended hours throughout the night. Uh, Requirements: do not fall asleep. Do not touch anything in the home. Do not leave this room. light incense candles when scheduled to. Do not bring, like, you cannot have any electronics. You can bring reading material or other things to keep yourself busy. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, one of them is just like, don't fall asleep. And I was like, what? But yeah, it's just these guys that run this account where they schedule you to hang out in these heavily haunted areas overnight. And like they would have some posts that were just like um uh participate at your own risk. There is a chance of injury. I was like, what?
I love this. We should do this, yeah. Ryan. We should go to Japan.
And what's crazy is that they have these hidden cameras that are set up in the locations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of like people who are spending nights in these places. And like it would specifically be clips of when they quit. When they quit the experience. So like it would be them like sitting there just like, you know, doing the thing, and then they'd hear something move in the house, and then they're trying to look in the dark, and then like they would utter that they saw something, and then like the group starts to pack up and leave. They're like, that's it, I'm out. I'm out. They start putting stuff away, they pack up, and they just get out of there. I'm like,
that's funny.
Ooh. I mean, like, look, like,
it's not that different from what I want us to do, but
no, it's not that different from what you want to do. But like, what's interesting is that like, it's been a long running trend for the internet to have like Southeast Asians or like Far East Asian locations that are like heavily haunted locale, or like have heavy spirit traffic type deal, right? And then like, for me, it feels like there is a higher chance to run into a shadow man like in those areas than like going to some place in like Milwaukee to some old house that's turned into a museum, and like the curator is just like, in this house 9 people was murdered and the ghost of the forsaken wife roam these halls. And it's like, okay, sure, I can like, I'll chill out in this room, whatever. But then, like, if you ask me, it's like, we should go to Japan and hang out in the haunted places. I'd be like, I don't know. I feel like I die. You know? Like, I feel like an actual ghost will come out and, like, strangle me.
No, we'll be fine.
I mean, like, sure, all the videos showed these people, like, walking away
I'm not
before
saying we want to do that. I'm not saying ghosts. I'm saying aliens, UFOs, that kind of thing.
Yeah, aliens, yeah. Like, I mean, like, in this situation, we also talk about ghosts.
Yeah,
like, this is true. Also the paranormal.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just saying, like, the supernatural, it's like, you know,
it'd be fun.
It's like, fun. For me, I can go to, like, the what do you call it? The Winchester house that was built with, like, random doors that fall off into nowhere because the wife doesn't want to be found by, like, the ghosts of those who are killed by, like, the rifle that her husband made. You know, like, I could hang out in a place like that for a night. I can go to the Queen Mary. I can hang out in there for a night. But like, if you're just like, let's go to a Japanese shrine where like 7 monks committed suicide to resurrect a fox spirit, it's like, I think I might actually get killed by a fox spirit. You know, it's like, oh, or I mean, like, meet the woman.
I would never go to like the suicide forest or anything like that.
No, of course not. Like, I feel like the hanging woman is there and she'll fucking choke you to death.
Yeah, the grudge will happen.
Like, actual grudge shit will happen. Like, I'm not ready for that level of like ghost energy. I'm cool with like American commercialized ghost energy. They're like down here.
Yeah.
You know, like they're here.
That's why I'm saying we just go to Topeka Canyon.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, we've driven through there millions of times.
Yeah. I do feel like Americans have run into aliens way more times than some people out in like other countries.
Yeah. But yeah,
I don't know what it's about America. Maybe because it's like so large.
Maybe.
Like maybe the aliens see it from like outer space and they're like, that place is large, but that place is like also large. You know, they see like the US Canada connected like land and they're like, that place is huge.
Yeah.
There has to be something interesting down there.
Yeah. But yeah.
And all these aliens are just like abducting cows and turning them inside out. Was that ever a thing? Was that ever actually a thing, or is that just like a joke that was made by like another TV show?
Not turned inside out, like, but they were like mutilated supposedly. But it was actually just like decomposition.
You could probably call them inside out at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, I would love to get an Airbnb and like just hang out.
Oh, for sure. Canyon. For sure.
We'll do that one day.
One day. Camp out there in the Airbnb.
In the Airbnb. Just gotta make sure we have 3 bedrooms.
Separate?
Separate, yeah.
It's for our safety.
For our safety.
It's for when the the encounter of the fourth kind happens and like the owl shows up in one of our windows.
If we were like in our 20s, I'd be okay with like bunking, but as a 36-year-old man now, I'm kind of like, nah.
I need my space.
Yeah.
I require room.
Yeah.
That's fine. I understand.
We can share a bathroom. I think that'd be okay.
As also an old man in that age. Getting there.
Yeah. Oh man. But thank you, listener, for listening.
Yeah, thanks for putting up with us.
This is a good one. I had fun. Oh man. I guess
thank you, Jesse Sanders, for making our theme song. Thank you, Jesse
Sanders, for
as
making
always.
Music. You're awesome. We'll see you next time, John. He's on a cruise right now.
I hope you're enjoying your cruise. If you ever listen to this later, post-cruise, where you're just like, let's see what they were talking about. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you, listener, again.
Yeah, listener, go check out our coffee.
Check out our
purchase
socials.
One for us. Check out our Patreon.
Yeah.
There will be content eventually.
Yeah. When we start getting subscribers.
There's a t-shirt made by our lead host, Julio, down there.
Yeah. I designed all the artwork.
And stickers.
Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah. And we'll just see y'all next time. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you all. Bye-bye.